It's the GWM Catch Up Finals day at the Newcastle SURFEST, taking a look at the road to victory for Alyssa Spencer with her third Challenger Series win, also qualifying for the championship tour. Start off this morning, Alyssa up against Sarah Baum in quarterfinals.
Yeah, it was a tough road, and Sarah Baum was the local favourite. She'd been surfing so well through the week, so she had the momentum. But Alyssa Spencer put a stop to that. Nice conditions this morning, very smooth, and Alyssa's incredibly flowing, smooth style all over these little peaks, going right, going left. And just this precision style of surfing that she's brought to the tour in the last few years was on show. Wave choice was absolutely on point, and she executed every single wave. I don't think we saw her fall off the entire day.
Semifinals up against number one on the Challenger Series rankings, Tya Zebrowski, but the smooth surfing Alyssa Spencer carried on.
That's right. Yesterday, Alyssa celebrated her 23rd birthday, but you know, Tya Zebrowski is a young superstar. But Alyssa just relied on experience. She picked the best waves, she did some beautiful surfing, and it added a lot of pressure to Tya, and we saw some uncharacteristic mistakes from the Challenger Series champion. And once Alyssa got this done, it was all eyes on lifting that trophy.
On to the final, where Alyssa faced up against a wild card, a young wild card, Ziggy Aloha Mackenzie, but again, it was all Alyssa Spencer.
Yeah, so it was really a one-sided affair in the final, and the youngster perhaps a little just overcome with the enormity of the situation, struggled to find any good waves, but conditions deteriorated, but Alyssa still found the perfect little waves to execute these incredible turns. Just so consistent all day long, and got the win, and what a birthday present, getting chaired up the beach. What a week for her. She was out of the cut, she was in the cut, back in again, and it was just a roller coaster of emotions. And she'll be on the tour as we hit Bells Beach in a couple of weeks' time.
Our women's qualifiers for that championship tour, which is about to start up.
So many great names here, and a real nice spread across the world. 2 Portuguese surfers, French, Tahitian, USA, UK and Australia, and Israel represented as well. This is going to be a great class moving forward.
On to the men, and Alister Reginato. Reggie making the biggest impact, the biggest victory of his young career today at SURFEST.
What an incredible event to win, the 40th anniversary of the SURFEST event, and Alister Reginato is your champion, and this is how he did it. Starting the day in the air, and he pretty much finished the day in the air. Known for his power, known for that big hack, that big frontside energy that he loves to throw around on the face, but today he just took to the air, and it was in scintillating form the entire day. Not really that well known outside of Australia, but I tell you what, the world knows Alister Reginato now, that is for sure, because he is the Challenger Series champion for today.
That's right. In this quarterfinal, Alister defeating Finn McGill, who was on a roll throughout this event. Alister on to face his good friend, Dakoda Walters, in the semifinals.
And fight fire with fire. You know, we were so sure that Dakoda was going to bring the air game to this heat, but Alister beat him to it. And he got some beautiful full rotation air revs. Bang, clicks this section, chef's kiss, straight air there. That was a real moment, and it felt like he was starting to gather more momentum.
On to the final, Alister facing up against the Challenger Series #1 ranked Kaoli Voss. Alister did it once again for the W.
He did it for Australia as well, coming up against the global superstar, the Olympian Kaoli Voss. But Alister Reginato, he was having none of it and just picked up where he left off in the semis, taken to the air, and got an excellent heat total to win the final, and that's the way you want to do it. Just executing air rev after air rev, and he just kept going bigger and bigger, locking in the biggest number to secure it. And the Aussie contingent, the Aussie Cyclone, there to celebrate and cheer him up the beach. Welcome, Alister Reginato. Reginato, you are going to be a household name from this day forward.
That's right. And speaking of Australia, as we look at our championship tour qualifiers for the men, 5 of the 10 coming out of Australia.
It's been an amazing year on the Challenger Series for the Australian contingent, but you have got to tip the cap to Collie Vast and Tya Zebrowski, 2 champions on the Challenger Series from French Polynesia. That is incredible.
The horn just went off. Bells are ringing here on the cliffs.
You ask any surfer, what event do you want to win? 90% of them will say, we want to ring that belt.
It's the only trophy I want, the only trophy I want to win.
Check out worldsurfleague.com for more highlights, athlete updates, and full heat replays from the Bioglan Newcastle SURFEST presented by Bonsoy. And we'll see you at Bells for the Rip Curl Pro. April 1st is the first day of that window.